Hey everyone, I'm back with another gameplay video. You might know me for my Domain Zoo videos, but I do like to play some other decks, and probably my second favorite deck to play in Modern is Living End. So I haven't gotten to play Living End yet since the banning of Fury and Up the Beanstalk, so I'm excited to try this deck out again. Fury wasn't an amazing card against Living End, and neither was Beanstalk, but the issue is that 4-color Omnath can be a tricky matchup for Living End because of Teferi and a lot of permission, and also Solitude. But the big card that was a problem for Living End was Dauthi Voidwalker. So now with Fury ban, there should be a lot less kind of Dauthi Voidwalkers running around. So that should improve the win rate of this deck in theory. Obviously, I think there's been an uptick in a lot of graveyard strategies recently since that the kind of disappearance of Dauthi. So we'll have to see. Opponents might be playing a lot more graveyard hate. I just don't expect to encounter a ton of kind of main deck graveyard hate, or maybe some Cascade hate, but we'll have to see, because the meta can shift around so much that it could be. I know a lot of people have been playing Living End recently, which can mean that there's a lot of people who are now bringing hate for Living End. But taking a look at the deck list, so this is roughly based on. I've taken input from Menino Ney's Patreon page, which I recommend checking out if you're interested in Living End. He's I think one of the best Living End kind of deck specialists on MTGO, and every month he updates his sideboard guide. So I'll be using his sideboard guide a bit. I have made some changes on my own, but I think this deck is particularly hard to sideboard with if you're new to the deck. So I highly recommend finding a sideboard guide to use, because basically it's a combo deck, and if you try to just side in the stuff you think you need, to fight hate, you might end up with like too many sideboard cards and not enough combo cards, and your deck can't function to actually win the game. So that's something that's where it helps to have a sideboard guide. But this particular list, I don't know if I've seen it online, but I've seen it's pretty stock versions. So basically, my philosophy of Living End, I'm definitely not a Living End master. I play a lot more matches with Domain Zoo, but I have played a fair bit of Living End. And my opinion of the deck, I know I've watched other players play too. Like Nassif was playing Living End a lot before the Pro Tour. And I kind of have the philosophy that it's really two different decks. So in game one matchups, that's kind of like you should have a very high game one win rate because this deck is so unfair and there's not that much main deck graveyard hate in the format. So you should be winning almost all of your game ones. And in order to kind of maximize that game one win rate, you want to maximize consistency. That's my philosophy. So basically, I don't have any extra kind of specialty cards, flex slots in the main deck. I just want the maximum number of cyclers I could possibly have. And then I do have 4 copies of Living End, and that's kind of, you can go back and forth between 4 versus 3. I think there's going to be more Murktide. There might be more permission right now in the format. So I'm going to just play 4. We'll see how many I draw. But the rest is kind of all stock. I've got 3 Waker of Waves because that's just the, he's the 2. I think he's very strong, but sometimes you can't fit the 4th one in because, you just need to cut something. So that's basically the list. The mana base is slightly different. So you'll see the version I'm playing. This is also the version Menino Ney plays. I do like the having swamps in the deck. So we play 2 Troll of Khazad-dûms. I actually think this card is better than Oliphant, because generally it's almost impossible for opponents to block. They have to have 3 creatures to block a 6/5. So you can just almost always you can push through 6 damage. We'll see how much of an impact. It used to be that this didn't die to Fury, which made it a little better than Oliphant as well. But now with Fury not in the format, then maybe it pays to go back to playing Oliphant. But there's 2 other upsides to playing the Troll of. One is that he is a black card, which means you can pitch him to grief. So a lot of times, maybe you have too many lands, then you can, a lot of times you're digging for a black card for grief to try to, get rid of hate or disrupt your opponent. So this gives you 2 more black cards. But also, it means you can play all these swamps in the mana base, and that makes it a lot easier to execute your kind of fair plan B. So there are other decks that will play, other players will have like Sunken Ruins in the deck. Some I've seen Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth to try to fix that black mana. But this deck does it probably the best because you don't need to draw those 1-ofs. You literally just can get your black sources. And that means it's much easier to hard cast on turn 4 your Griefs, your Architects of Will. And it's also easier on turn 5 to hardcast Street Wraith. So that can matter a lot more in post sideboard games, but sometimes it can matter in pre-board games as well. So I talked a little bit about my philosophy pre-sideboard. So that's where I think you really I just want to maximize consistency. And then, I do have one more thing in the mana base that's not every player is playing. I do like Gemstone Caverns. I think you can just steal some games on the draw with Gemstone Caverns, and the downside is like so minimal. Like I cut a Boseiju for it. I think like Boseiju can be good, but I think Otawara is actually much more important to like bounce an important blocker or a Chalice or something like that. Like Boseiju, yes, can destroy that, but I think I'd rather have a Gemstone Caverns. And I was a little worried about cutting some other like I don't want to cut a fetch land, and I don't want to cut something that actually produces colored mana. So my idea was like I'll get rid of Boseiju. Yes, it produces green, but that's not a super important color in this deck. You do need it to cast your Cascade spells, but you can't use it for any cyclers. So usually having like blue is much more important color. But anyway, that's why I'm playing Gemstone Caverns. And then my post-board philosophy with this deck is that's where you're going to really bring in the hate, and you're going to play a completely different game, because what your opponent is likely to do is they're going to mulligan to see their graveyard hate, which means your fair game plan is going to be a lot better. So that's, again, why I like this kind of black mana base, because your opponent might keep a non-functional hand for their deck just because it has a piece of graveyard hate. So a lot of times you can win by just being like, oh, okay, you have graveyard hate, so I'm going to just start hard casting my 4 drops and my 5 drops, because they will keep a hand that like has maybe just one piece of hate and nothing else in it or something like that. So I've definitely won plenty of games with like hard cast Curator, hard cast Grief, even hard cast like Street Wraith, Architects, things like that, and just like start attacking my opponent when they've done nothing, because all they're doing is just like holding up things, either permission or they've like got their whatever their hate pieces in play, but they can't actually win the game before I start hard casting like 4 drops, 5 drops, and sometimes even 7 drops, although that's not super common. So over to the sideboard, again, this is mostly based on Mininone's sideboard from like a month ago. It's a little changed though. So we have Leyline of Sanctity. I think this is important for the burn matchup. It can also be important to stop decks with endurance. I think with Scam, not as much of a thing. It's that's the reason I'm going down to 3. I used to run 4 because like burn's not a great matchup, and against Scam, like you want to get rid of their discard, or nullify their discard. But I think I'm okay with 3 right now. The disputes, again, this is just because now like Murktide has kind of come back, and there's just kind of more, Rhinos are playing a lot of blue cards, things like that. We got Subtlety. This is going to kind of help you to deal with Teferi, help you to deal with a creature-based hate that opponents might bring in. We've got 3 Endurance. This could be 3 Leylines. In Menino's guide, he usually plays Leyline of the Void. I'm not a huge... Leyline of the Void can be okay, and like you can pitch it to Grief in a deck like this, but I don't know. I'm going to try Endurance. We'll see. I could see some matchups where like, Endurance is slightly worse. On the other hand, it's nice to not just have like dead draws. Like at least you can hard cast Endurance, and like you can always pitch it if you don't have it in your opener. Whereas like if you're playing Leyline of the Void, obviously you're just adding to the number of dead draws in the deck. And this is a deck that already has a fair number of dead draws because you're playing 4 Living End, which is a dead top deck. And obviously some of these lands can be kind of, you draw Gemstone Caverns, you're like, okay, this is in theory can be used as a land, but not a colored source. So anyway, and then the rest is kind of stock stuff you normally see. You got the Foundation Breakers for your Artifact and Enchantment Hate, along with Force of Vigor. So I'm kind of prioritizing, other than the Leyline of Sanctity, I'm playing with all the kind of pitch cards, and then of course like Dispute. So this is kind of my take. Like I said, a lot of this is based on what Mininone's is doing, with some small changes that I just want to try out. So I'm going to just take us through an MTGO league. I'm excited to play this deck. If you enjoy this kind of content, you can subscribe. I mostly play Domain Zoo. You can check out my new sideboard guide with Zoo. But I do have, this is maybe my 4th or 5th Living End video, so I do play this deck maybe on an average of once a month or a little more often than that, just kind of for fun, because I like it as a change of pace. So we're going to just get started with a normal modern league. Okay, starting off with round 1 here. Let's see, we've got Cascade Spell, Street Wraith, Ent, Riverwinder. We don't have a blue source right now, but we can get it with Ent, so I think this is a keep. Obviously, you don't love to see Living End in your opener, but I think this has enough of the pieces to keep. Unknown matchup. I am on the draw. Opponent also begins with 7 in hand. Okay, Murktide. Let's hope no Ragavan. Could be a different deck. Come on, we know what it is. We know what it is. I don't have Subtlety in the deck, but I could bluff that I have Subtlety, although I could draw Grief, but I already have a Street Wraith, so okay. I need a main phase cycle Riverwinder. I'm just trying to think of the sequencing here. We already have 3 lands, so we don't really need to play this Ent, but we definitely want to dig for more cyclers, I think. And I don't know if I'm going to Grief in this turn. I probably won't, although it could be useful to see what he's got going on. I think what he would play that, like, I'm probably going to Grief in the turn I go off to take a counter spell or something like that. So I don't think I need to cycle Riverwinder. You could also argue I didn't need to cycle Street Wraith, but I just like to, the downside of bluffing there. I mean that's going to go to my graveyard. And we're just going to basically see if he has counter spell or not. If he, I guess I get maximum punished if he exiles Grief here. Waker, okay. Been nice to have, but this is how it goes. Now, it might be kind of hard to win against turn 1 Ragavan against Murktide, where he's just going to probably like go off. Like, he probably just has Counterspell to hold up for the rest of the game. There we go. Second Living End, perfect draw, and an Otawara. So this is indeed problematic. We're probably just going to have to force it. And we don't have a very big Living End to force it anyway. The idea here is we're just going to cycle Ent and then start jamming and praying. And he doesn't have to move. He can have a lot of permission. Maybe he goes EI here to try to get something. Yep. Decision time. So I could jam now, and if he has a Spell Pierce or something, I can make him use up his mana. I just don't know how I'm going to actually win this. Exiles Lightning Bolt me. Shocks it in. I want to get another. Let's see. I haven't had blue source with Otawara, so I could get. I'm trying to think if I want green blue or green black. Maybe green black. Maybe that's greedy though. I draw Force or something. But I don't even have a blue card if I draw Force. Really thinking about this one. I think we're gonna have a hard time winning this, which is unfortunate. But you know, game 1 he had Ragavan on the play, so that's kind of the bane of this deck. And of course, I don't have main deck Subtlety or anything, so you know, I guess I did this to myself at the same time. Second blue source or black source. Like, what would I hard cast? Grief, maybe? I'm gonna bounce something with Otawara. Life total does kind of matter here. So we jam, he probably has Spell Pierce. Can we even take another hit though? If he gets Delirium and he gets Delirium and he hits me again, then if he has another bolt, then I'm dead. Jam now, he has to at least use a treasure, but he has like unlimited mana. So I guess what's the downside of upkeeping it? He gets to keep the treasures, but is the game even about that? I think we just have to upkeep, jam, and pray. There's a world where he doesn't have 2 counters. I don't know if it's this world, though. I think it actually makes a difference, right? Because let's see, if he uses the treasures, he's only got 3 mana to play with. But maybe I should have just done this on my turn. Yep. Even if I cycle Street Wraith now, I don't have a shot at getting Force. So if he just has second counterspell, I lose. He doesn't have Delirium, though, which is good for me. It's an Architect of Will, which he actually can cast. Not crazy. He just has another bolt. He just have 2 more bolts. That'd be 3 bolts in his top 14, which seems unlikely, but I guess here we are. Yeah, okay. 3 bolts in his top 14. Okay. GG. Yeah. Lose the dice roll, lose the game, right? Okay. Let's check out what we're gonna do against Murktide. Okay, this is saying to go bring in Foundation Breakers, our Disputes, and our Subtleties. That has me cutting a Shardless, which feels wrong, but let me think of how I want to do this. I had to get rid of 6 cards. I think let's go with the Waker. Go with I need everything else though, right? Architect. Let me think for a second. Yeah, so we're just gonna trim on our Architects, trim on our Wakers, and then trim on a Shardless, and we need to trim one more thing. Let me look for a second. Okay, so we're just gonna trim something else. I don't know, maybe we'll just do 2 Subtleties. Oh, or we'll just submit 61 cards. Alright, I know it got me to 60. Okay, I don't know what it did. Is this a keep? We don't have a Cascade spell. We can go turn 1 Ent. Ugh, it's pretty bad into turn 1 Ragavan. We have Force. Turn 1 Ent, get green blue. I think we keep this. Maybe this is bad though if we can't. We have a lot of cyclers though. Is there a reason to cycle Street Wraith right now? Probably not. I guess I could find another land, a blue cycler. But then if I get a grief, I get punished. If we find a blue land though, then I can dig 1 deeper. Go for it. That is not a blue land. This is an awkward combination of lands. Okay, so we can get red-green on the same thing. So I guess we still need to do Blood Crypt plus Ent. Live. Yep. Gotta get blue source. Okay, there's a Shardless. Okay, now I feel like we're in decent shape. So should we sequence this with a Waker, or we should probably go Riverwinder into Ent? Or sorry, Ent into Riverwinder. Instead of just getting Waker. It gives us an extra creature. And then we'll keep the Waker to pitch anyway. I think that's a better play here. There's no Shardless Agent, which he could cast. I don't think he will. Although we don't have Outburst yet, but I guess Waker digs us 2 deeper. But the problem with that is like we don't have a very big Living End. I think we're gonna just get a basic Forest here. Life total also does matter. Okay, another Waker. Shardless to block the Ragavan. No, we might be losing this game. I don't know if I kept a good hand. This is not a matchup I played a lot because like Murktide fell off so much. Obviously, if we had Outburst, then I probably win unless he's got Flusterstorm. He might. Now I have a blocker for your Ragavan. I mean, he might just have Bolt or something, but also force that, which seems a little loose. Well, maybe not. Yeah, Bobble's good. So I only have 1 blue source. So that's an argument to pitch Waker. Although there's also an argument to go cycle Architects first to see if I hit. And then if I don't, then I go Waker. If I were to Force Negation something, which I don't know exactly what I would. Like, I don't know, if he bolts this Shardless, maybe I do just force it. I guess that's pretty bad, though. If I draw an Outburst, that's pretty bad. I'll look at my top card. I guess it's bad if I cycle Architects and hit Grief, though. That's, like, not really bad, too. Oh, Mysteriously. So he has another counterspell. Thinking about this one for a while. Could be in hardcast Architects territory. Is that a good play? Not the worst play. Perfect draw. We're just gonna hardcast Architects here. Wish it was a better creature. Make his draw shit first few turns. Oh, he also didn't. He also discarded a land, so maybe he's just flooded. Do I want to use my own draws? His draws. Probably better in my own, right? But I can't. Am I gonna combo off to win this? Probably. I guess that's the real question, huh? I have a shuffle effect. Well, that sucks. Okay. We definitely don't want to draw the Living End. So first card clicked will be last card drawn. I guess we're just gonna. I don't know. Are we gonna win this by just chaining along Architects? I feel like we're not, but like that's probably a losing line. But we can put Architect to hand. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, maybe I should have just done him, or maybe I should have played Waker. But I don't know. He doesn't have a lot of pressure on board, so he's just sitting on permission. He's got 4 cards in hand, and I think he's flooded because he didn't connive the Ledger Shredder. So I don't think I need to move yet. He can start attacking me with Shredder, I guess. Yeah, start attacking with Architects. If he doesn't connive Shredder, it's decent actually. I guess I could just cycle it though, but I know what my next cards are and they're dead. Like my second Living End, I really need. I guess I know what I'm gonna draw. So like, what is even good here? I can't even cast Force Negation. Ugh, how do I win this? Because we're just gonna draw a Architects into a Force Negation into a Living End, and those are all pretty much dead draws. So we're almost like guaranteed to be on the fair game plan. But like, are we gonna win the fair game plan against him? Maybe not. We don't have enough lands. We have 1 blue source. Now but I could, if I hadn't done that, then if you just like jam some Murktide here and just holding up Spell Pierce, then that would probably force me to do something. Like that might be what he's doing. Yeah, I needed my disputes. I don't know. I didn't play as poorly. This is a matchup I need more practice with this deck. DRC is kind of annoying too if he discards something useful. Yeah, he does this time. So he's gonna start attacking with the Shredder. Yeah, I wish I had something better. Because the problem is, like, I cycle Architect, and I already know the next 2 cards I'm going to draw. So, like, how am I even going to win this? He's going to attack for 5 next turn, 6. Dead to Bolt, but I'm not dead to Bolt because I have Force. I can cycle Architects and then go Waker to dig 1 deeper, but it's going to give me basically 2 bricks. Alternatively, I can go Waker, 2 bricks. I guess I'll see 1 card deeper. The alternative is I see the same thing for hardcast Architects, right? Because I'll see 1 card deeper, basically. Ugh, I don't know how I win this. I think we just have to cycle Architects and then Waker, and then I think we're just gonna lose. I mean, maybe that was a losing play to do the Architects thing. Like we have so much stuff, but I'm just like, I don't know what to do with it. And play this very well. Also, you had turn 1 Ragavan both games, but you know, I maybe kept a bad hand. One of them in your hand. I think I'll put this one in my hand. It's close though. All right, we're probably just dead. Is that we need to live long enough to be able to outburst. Not guaranteed. I mean, it's gonna be really hard. If you top decks a Bolt, I guess I have to force it, right? He did not hit a Bolt. He hit an Iteration though. I think that's what that is. You can double spell. I mean, at 2. Ugh, be close. Maybe we can sneak this one out. Actually, I don't know. What do I pitch? Waker or the other Force? If I pitch the other Force, it gives me. Or sorry, if I pitch Waker, it gives me the out of drawing another blue card for the second Force. So I probably need to do that. He just goes like Bolt here. I mean, he's just going all in, huh? Or try to connive this Shredder Vigor, I'm sure. That was one of the exile cards. So he's going to try to find a Bolt, I'm assuming, for like double permission, but he doesn't really have the mana to do it. He kind of does. If I draw a land, I don't know. Take 6. I mean, he's just digging for permission spells, or is he digging for Bolt? Knows what my top card is. Yep. I'm dead to double Bolt. I guess if he just bolts on my upkeep, I'm dead. Or do I have a way to stop it? I guess that's what he's going to just do then. I don't have a way to stop that. I'd have to... no, I don't. I actually just don't have a way to stop that. All right. Well, that was real. If I had drawn the Outburst turn sooner, maybe I could have gotten there. But maybe that was on me because I didn't dig far enough for it. Yep. Bolt me, bro. Oh, I mean, he already knows what I have now. Give him the chance to put a Druid in the graveyard if I attack. Right. We have to do it upkeep, I think. You'd have to have double permission spell. I'll let him connive, though. Connive twice. So he'll be able to dig pretty far. He already has a Ragavan in the yard, but him getting Questing Druid back is probably good for him. So, yeah, he's going to be able to do a lot. I don't know, I think we just have to wait for upkeep. Right, is there any reason to... We're dead a lot. See how many pieces of permission he has. Hopefully not more than 1. Now he'll get to dig for it. I mean, if he's just sitting on 2 pieces of permission, then good for him. Guards Ledger Shredder. You have then Counterspell too? Probably. Alright, just Counterspell me, end it. Spell Pierce or anything. Or not. Make sure I don't give him a Bolt here. I guess he could already have Bolt in hand and then I lose. But I think he would have done it already. So if he can figure out how to double spell, then I'll lose. Maybe. First card click, last card drawn. So last, first. So, I mean, if he has a way to double spell, then he'll get to connive, and then he'll get to the iteration. but he doesn't have. You'd have to have land in hand. I mean, if he has Bolt, I'm dead, but I think he wouldn't have slow rolled it. I guess he could wait till my turn, but then I can crack the food tokens in response. Close one for sure. I don't know if I played it correctly. Again, it was like, was hard casting. Maybe I should just dug in hard casting Architects, but I did stop him from connecting with Ragavan, although I already had Shardless in play, so like maybe I should just dug as deep as I could, like gone Waker and then cycled Architects and then just like kept digging for Outburst sooner, and I probably would have won more easily. Although again, I don't think I played this amazingly. I don't know what my opponent could possibly be thinking about. I guess he could go. Okay, all right, we got there. Sloppy play, but that's okay. What did I actually? Oh, it didn't register any of my sideboard stuff. Oh, okay. Well, so I just won that game with literally no sideboard cards. Sweet. I was like, where are my disputes at? I'm like, oh, that's where. That's funny. I was like, oh, I registered 60. Yeah, no shit. 3 solid. Okay, so this is like where I was last time when I was like, I don't know what to cut. I cut all the Wakers. I just cut all Wakers. Sure. I don't know if that's correct, but I want to fit in. What else did I want to fit in? Oh, I needed to get to 60. Okay. I mean, we're bringing more blue cards. Like, I don't know, Waker's good, but I'm on the draw. I think Waker's like less good on the draw. Maybe that's not correct though. Oh baby. All right, we got to keep this. I mean, we got Gemstone Caverns. We got a couple Street Wraiths. We don't have much else, but we had Gemstone Caverns plus Subtlety. So hope these Street Wraiths turn into something useful. Well, what do I get rid of? I need both of these. I think I need both these, so it's between these two. Maybe we do just get rid of Stomping Ground. Yeah, I think we just get rid of Stomping Ground. This gives us the maximum flexibility with mana. Plus, we can get basics with this. This deals us more damage. And we need to dig with these to get to our more cyclers and stuff. Plus, this doesn't enable any cyclers. It enables land cyclers, but not the actual like blue-black cyclers. I don't know what my opponent is thinking about. Hold against a 5. Probably trying to find like a Leyline or something. I do have opening hand actions. Probably just going to double cycle these. You guys do anything here? Chalice, maybe. Bobble, not. Thing I care about? Bobble's me. Cycling in case I hit a blue cycler. Okay, Watery Grave. So he knew about that one. I could cycle the Street Wraith. It's bad if I draw exactly a Grief, but it's good if I draw a blue cycler. Cycle now. Instead we'll just draw a Living End. Sweet. Now we might be in danger. Phenomenal draw so far. I think we want to get a basic here. Maybe we should get like a basic forest. Although then we don't have... No, we still have red mana. Alright, so my opponent has nothing probably, but we also have nothing. We drew 2 Living Ends. We have no cyclers, so we really need to start getting some cyclers here. I think I need to crack this yet. I don't know what kind of land I need. Sweet. See, we got nothing. We could hard cast Force. Is there any world where we do that? Probably not. So, Watery Grave tapped. Be a weird game. We got kind of punished, I guess, for keeping Gemstone Caverns. But we didn't really. I mean, we just cycled poorly. I think you still keep this hand. I don't think my opponent has anything. Obviously, I could have kept up hard cast Force, but like, what is my opponent going to play that I'm going to hard cast Force on? I don't exactly know. I mean, watching me get punished right now. Shredder. I don't think I care about this. I'm going to hard cast Subtlety. Sure. Do the thing. So I need to get blue with this. Then if I need red, I have it still. I think we're just gonna get a basic island. Thin. Could have done this last turn, I guess. Also get something tapped, but another Subtlety. How obvious it makes it what I have. Looks like we're in hard cast Subtlety territory. 2 Street Wraiths in the graveyard. Surely he won't play a creature first. Maybe he counters this. Okay. I mean, I left till it's going low, but I've drawn no cyclers, so it is what it is. I don't think like playing Subtlety to try to block the Shredder. I could do that. Save me 2 damage. I don't think I need to do that yet, though. Sure. If he plays a creature. Of course, if he grows the Shredder, it's kind of annoying. But I don't think this is something I fight over. Would like a cycler, please. I guess I did trim on some cyclers, but I mean, I don't know. I had like 2 cycles into land, Living End, and then Living End again. I don't know. Still think this is a keepable hand. I could attack with this. You could play Murktide, so I'm just gonna take this. Let him connive too by playing this Subtlety, which isn't amazing. We're just gonna keep jamming. See if he counters this. Try to connive. Oh, hardcast Street Wraith. I don't know how we're winning this game though. Like, we cycle this to 7. This is like the classic. Like, am I gonna win a fair game against this? He can hit me with a Shredder every turn, but only if he grows it. Or I could cycle this to try to dig deeper, but then it's like really bad if I don't hit it. I have his Shredder on hold unless he can double spell. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. This is like the classic. Not really sure what I'm doing with Living End. Right. So I cycle. The thing is, like, he definitely has permission in hand, so I think we just have to keep doing this, and then we'll just start chumping with the Subtlety, but maybe that's like a losing line. Could have suspended Living End too, which isn't like the worst. Might have not been the worst play. When would I have done that though? Like last turn? I mean, I'm gonna start blocking the Shredder, I think, at this point. I don't think me attacking here makes sense. I will not win that race, or would I? No, it'll be hard to win that race. And crack his lands, sure. I don't know. This is like, he has a bad hand, I have a bad hand. And does nothing. My hand does something now. Love to see it. He's got to use a counter on this, right? Sure. Can't really attack him, but I think I played the better long game in this position. Could be wrong. If I had a Cascade spell, I would have just pitched Grief there, obviously. I do not. But we are building to something. Keep casting. Build up my board. Don't think I need to move yet. If he gets a Murktide, I'm in trouble. Not really, though. I am 1 mana away from the Troll. Could cycle it to get another land, but I think I just want to try to draw along here. How does he blow me out? If he has something a way to connive, I think he does at this point though. Plus I have hardcast Force up. Trying to think if I should attack with Subtlety here, but I think I'm in a fine position. 14. Wonder if I fight over an Expressive Iteration here. I want to give him the chance to connive. Looks like it's happening. Like if he has another piece of permission, then he gets to kind of blow me out with it. It grows this in a 3/5, but do I really care? Take out. Well, he's gonna play like a Murktide, right? I kind of want to fight over this, right? So he goes counter, he connives Shredder, plus he resolves this. That's really bad, but I don't know. He's got more counters. I'll live with it. Because either way, he's going to get to connive. So I'm going to fight over this, and he can make a decision. Double Spell Pierce me. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. Or is this just a force to connive? I mean, again, he's going to have a hard time winning this race. Obviously, he can dig for... He needs, like, literally Murktide. He can dig for, like, a counter spell to really, like... I mean, I'm going to pay for this. Gotta have double... I mean, obviously, he's got another Spell Pierce, but that's, like, fine. Sure. I mean, he has to hit exactly a land. I don't know. I don't know what his plan was here. He didn't even connive here. So he has, what, another Spell Pierce in hand? Flusterstorm, maybe? Can't even play this. Would he exiled? Murktide and Bobble. So he can play Bobble, but unless he plays another land, which Bobble me, probably. I need a land to play this Troll. Play the Troll Toll. Yeah, so he's got to have exactly Flusterstorm in hand. Does he lose this Murktide? Is it the next turn? What does Riverwinder get me? What could I draw with Riverwinder that would change the situation here? Could suspend Living End. I don't think that's a great play at this point. I'm just trying to think if there's any reason to not cycle Riverwinder first. I think so. Oh yeah, I could do that. Oh yeah. This gets me a land, but not that helpful right now. I get a basic forest and then can cast Troll next turn, but is that really what this game is about at this point? He resolves the Murktide and I'm in trouble. Or I could try to find I don't think it's about a Cascade spell at this point. In fact, technically this is better than... It's better to cycle Troll here. So what if we attack with everything? I don't block. What could he have in hand that could kill me? He's probably going to block here, right? Trying to think of how I win this. So I could deal him 10, not lethal, and then he plays Murktide next turn. It's like giant, and I play Ent, but then he could counter the Ent. We just attack with everything. That's 7. Oops. I don't know if this was a correct line. Maybe I should have like not taken the Ent. Cyclist. Click the wrong thing. What a riveting game. I don't know what I'm doing. Probably gonna bottom this. Go another Curator. I mean, what are we gonna do? Hardcast Ent next turn? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because you shuffled in with the Trolls. Yeah, never mind. It doesn't matter. I don't know if I played this correctly. This game's taking forever. I mean, he can grow Shredder. And now he plays the Murktide, right? He goes to 6. I guess if he has one more counterspell in hand, then I lose. He's already used 2 of them, though. But he's pretty far into his deck. Okay, Shredder is good start. I guess he can't cast Murktide now. Okay. Okay. What do we want to do here? Attack with everything. Play Ent. Like, force him to chomp, basically. Or we can go Outburst. We just attack with everything, play Ent. You can double lock, but I don't care. Got a block here. Trump block. At 3. Play Ent. I don't think I need this Outburst, but I could be wrong. Even if he... Like, I don't know what he would have to kill me. Another counterspell? Subtlety? No. Okay. So now he's got to kill me this turn with 1 card in hand. Get thin for it. This is annoying. Why is this still here? Like, Dash Ragavan, like, Iteration into Dash Ragavan, Bolt. Okay, we got there. Sorry, not the cleanest game. I think I played it correctly. Who knows? Like, these games are so close. But anyway, I know that game took forever. Sorry, I played slow. But the big thing here was... I'd love to have it happen in the first game. You saw the black mana base, right? So what was I able to do with all this here? I hardcasted a Grief. I hardcasted 2 Subtleties, which normally you'd be able to do anyway. But I hardcasted Grief, and I hardcasted a Street Wraith. And I could have hardcasted a Troll, but I think the End was better because of the reach and the life gain too. So anyway, that kind of made the difference here. It was easy. Like, my opponent sitting on a bunch of counters, so all I did was just start hardcasting stuff, and then we saw he kind of like had nothing. He just had probably a bunch of counters in hand, and then I just built a bigger board and went from there. So I didn't play it the cleanest, I don't think, but that kind of shows the power of the fair game plan. All right, on to round 2. Okay, I am back for round 2, and I won the die roll. Ooh, Gemstone Cavern, but I won the die roll. But I have Outburst plus Street Wraith. I think here we don't even reveal Gemstone Cavern. I mean, wait, we don't need to reveal it because we're on the play. We're just gonna keep this. We'll get red blue with this. So yeah, let's go breeding pool pass. Nothing mysterious going on here. Oh, we could have. No, we can't cycle the Street Wraith. Cycle Street Wraith now. Let's see, get turn 2 Chris. Do I care about that? I don't want to cycle Street Wraith right now because I want to see if I can get a discard spell. Okay, you got it. God, you're not to fairy deck. All right. Let's get red source. Oh, sorry, we have to get red green with this. Stomping Ground. There's the grief, just in time. Do we want to lead with Gemstone Caverns or Stomping Ground here? I'm trying to think of the reasoning why you would. Like, I guess if we get an island, I think we're just gonna wake her first in case I get Living End to pitch to grief. Okay, so what would I rather have in the graveyard? A 5/7 or a hexproof 5/5? So maybe we put a Riverwinder to hand and then Ent in the graveyard. How's he gonna kill a 5/7? I already have one Ent in there though. Riverwinder's hexproof, which is nice. I guess he can have Grist, which would kill the Ents. So maybe having a 5/5 is nice. So let's put Ent in hand. Okay, and then let's grief him. You take Grist or something. I don't want to take Yawgmoth for obvious reasons. We'll just take his cord because I don't want to put anything else in the graveyard. We could put Bowmaster in the graveyard, but saw that he gave me a good luck, have fun. I think we're just going to take cord. You can go Bowmaster, I don't really care. See if he still gives me the good luck, have fun after I just like destroyed his hand. I mean, I could still lose this, but he would have to like top deck really well. Possible. I could put Bowmaster in the graveyard. I don't think that's right though. I think I put cord. How many lands did he have? So he had 2 more lands. So he can cast a Yawgmoth on turn 3. But then I can outburst, but then he can put stuff in his yard. Do I care? Then he can go second Yawg, which is kind of annoying. So maybe I do care. Troll's interesting, but not needed. I think we're happy to go off here. I guess I can wait for him to play Yawgmoth, but then he can put he can start doing too much stuff. So I think we're just gonna probably take his Yawgmoth that's in hand, I guess. Am I risking anything by letting him untap? No, I don't think so. Although he could cord, he could have top deck another cord, and then go with that, and cord into something else. He mysteriously doesn't even want to jam Bowmaster, which is understandable, I suppose. Yeah, sure. Maybe he drew an Endurance. So we just wait then. Wake her into something else. Troll into something. He could have drawn cord and done something. I don't know, I'm not gonna move. He's not moving. So which do we want to go first? Do we want to cycle Troll to get blue-black? If I get another grief, it's not so great. So I think we first want to do this. That's pretty effective. Is there a reason to cycle anything right now? I mean, I have enough lands for hard casting if you're not going to do anything. He could still have Endurance. You'd have to have drawn green card plus Endurance. I don't even think he plays Endurance on. But if I let this resolve, can he cord for something? I don't think I care about this. I'm trying to think like what could happen. Like what's the worst case? He cords for something. I could give him Bowmaster, but then I don't think he's going to cord for shit. We want to swamp cycle here. That's going to be a problem for him to deal with. Okay. Let's see. We get, I don't know if it really matters, right? Get another blue source. We have 2 blue sources, 2 green sources. Blue source, sure. And I don't know if this is the right time to jam. I guess if he does kind of blow me out with, actually, that's this right, huh? He has exactly Endurance plus green card. Seems unlikely though. We only have 1 green source, but I think we just get an island here. Endurance? The main deck? Maybe he has a 1-of. Yawgmoth is the name of his deck, but Shieldred is probably more annoying because of the life gain right now. Like, Yawgmoth by himself doesn't really do shit. He has 2 of them anyway. Let's just take Shieldred. All right, maybe we slow rolled that, but I don't think we did. I think that was correct. All right, against the Yaugers. See what we do here. Okay, so we went the Foundation Breakers. I guess he brings in Leyline or Hearse or something, or the other one. Subtlety, Force of Vigor. I got the Force Negations because it's just kind of narrow for his deck. And then I think what else do we want to put in here? We want to put in 1 more Force of Vigor. And we have 2 Foundation Breakers already. I don't want to go overboard on this. I'm just trying to think of, this is where like my guide and his guide differ a little bit because he's playing a different damping matrix and I am not. So I have to decide if I want more cards or not. Oh, he's also bringing, oh, actually, hold on. That was for a second. Yeah, never mind. I do want the Endurances, so that explains that. All right, we got to 60. So we're bringing in our Endurances, Endurance Eye, and a bunch of other stuff, and we'll see how it goes here. We have Endurance. We have a Troll. We don't have any Cyclers, notably. So we would go off with a very small graveyard, which isn't so hot. But we do have Endurance, too. We don't have an answer for his Hate. We do have Endurance as a sideboard card. I don't know if this is a keep. We're going to keep it. My realm of hands I keep might be incorrect because of my inexperience with the deck, but you know, does some stuff. See where we draw into. Only Garden, okay. Not very scary on turn 1. So probably has the thing that does the stuff. Basic Island. What do we lead with here? So we need to get blue-green on this. So probably lead with that. I mean, is the thing. So player permanents can't. Okay, let me think about this for a second. So what is our plan? Hardcast Endurance now. Permanent cards in graveyards can't enter the battlefield, which doesn't matter because they don't enter the battlefield. But the players can't cast non-creature spells from graveyards or exile. Does matter. So do I want to cycle this troll now or just wait? I'll wait because I can get a grief. We kept probably a bad hand, but I mean, it had turn 1 Colony Garden and turn 2 Soulless Jailer. But my hand wasn't good either, so you know this is kind of maybe on me. On me cyclers. All right, let's get green blue here. Being pool tapped. A Waker is something because I can dig for what I need. Oh, I could have maybe I should have Wakered first to try to find a grief and taken whatever his, like if he has Grist or something. Oh, also this doesn't I fucked this up. It doesn't give me Hardcast Endurance mana. Kind of a problem. It's a big problem. Fuck this up. Subtlety, a Wall of Roots. Could be an option. Doesn't seem like a great option though. Like what am I actually gonna Subtlety? Like Yawgmoth? You get Wall of Roots on board. You can get a wider board, but you can't attack with it. So Architect lets me dig on the other hand, which could be more important right now because I need to find an answer. Let's see. Arcast Subtlety is not terrible either though. All right, we're just on the fair game plan. Although I'm kind of mad that I messed this up. Yeah, man, we're really on the fair game plan now. This hand does actually nothing, so that's fine. None of these have activate abilities, right? Okay, we're okay. Attacking with a 0/1. Love to see it. Oh, is he gonna try to put a counter on it? Your game plan in the Force of Vigor waiting room. All right, I am mad I fucked up this sequencing though, right? Because I can't cast Endurance right now. I can cycle Troll though, and then get a Forest, which will have to be the play. Yeah, that was a mistake. Also, just hard cast Shardless Agent. Not cast anything and just use it to now because this is gonna trade with this. Yeah, that was a big punt. Not setting up to hardcast Endurance there. Oh, actually, that was a big punt there too. Fuck. Yeah, no, it wouldn't have made a difference. This is fine. We wait. Doesn't have a fast clock at all. And if he tries to go with a anything, then I'll cast Subtlety or I'll pitch cast Subtlety. I really want to hard cast Subtlety next turn though. Okay, now we cycle Troll. Let's make sure we get green black, and then we can hard cast Subtlety next turn. Green black or hardcast Endurance. I don't know which one we actually want here. Cycle Riverwinder. I think we're happy to just wait. And he's not showing anything. I mean, if he chords, I guess that's kind of a big deal, but that's what he's about to do. Then I probably cycle River. I don't have a way to stop chord though. That's the problem. He's going for it. You keep doing that. Growing your creatures. Sure, got it. I don't think I want to waste this. I mean, I could just block the plant token, but I don't think that's worth it. Like I got a very slow clock. And now chord for something? I don't think he has enough to chord for Yawg. Could be wrong. I think I'll just Subtlety this. Not amazing, but I'm gonna give it. This could just be bait for him to resolve, but then I still have another Subtlety. Obviously, you can just recast it next turn, so it's not like an amazing play. It is indeed a play. It is a legal play in Magic the Gathering. If he puts a top or bottom, what's on top? Draws a card. Draws. Okay, so he has actually nothing. It's fine, because we will just win the fair game plan then. Especially if he waits to cast Bowmaster. Eventually, we'll get a Force of Vigor. But I'm kind of happy where I'm at. I'm just keep casting Subtleties. He goes Grist. Do I pitch Shardless? Probably. Riverwinder's probably more important because I can always go Riverwinder plus Endurance next turn. It's happening. Yeah, we don't have a lot going on. I guess we need to draw into Force of Vigor, destroy everything, and then start doing stuff. So he puts on top of their library. We know his hand is Bowmaster. If I block here, he could go Exile plus he could trade. It'd be pretty bad for me, right? Because he can make this a 3. No, he can make this a 2/3. Okay, just do that now. I don't know what your plan is here. Sure. I don't know what you think I'm going to do with it. You have a 2/6. Okay. Cycle Riverwinder or hardcast Curator. So the issue, I guess, is he can resolve a Grist. Then what's he going to do? Because if he resolves Grist, he can sack the Wall of Roots and or the plant token or something, and then kill the Subtlety. So I want a second creature on board for that. Maybe I just start attacking him. Is that even that strong of a play though? Yeah, I think it is. I guess he can make more tokens, but I don't know. I don't exactly know how to win this one. I need exactly Force of Vigor. So you could, or you guys should like, try to draw on a Force of Vigor and not cycle this, and then next turn go like Endurance or something. So he'll kill the Subtlety. No, I think Curator's good though, because then I can kill Grist next turn. I'll like force his hand a bit. Plus now I get a second look when I cycle Riverwinder. Playing way too slow this game. Yeah, you have Bowmaster, sure. Got a million creatures, but as long as he doesn't have a chord, we know he's drawing Grist. Grist, you have flyers. You're gonna start attacking me, like kill Curator, start attacking. Try to win that way. Yeah, like it. It's not fastest clock though, and I'll just kill Grist. Sure. Back for 5. Yeah, I think we want to first cycle Riverwinder. Do anything. Oh, forgot about that old card. Okay, fine. And we're gonna. Oh, look, I can attack myself. Apparently, Grist is me now. So if I put Grist in the yard, then he makes everything into a Grist. So I think that's bad. So, what do we have to do here? Attack him, and then flash in Endurance next turn is the option, and then hardcast Grief the following turn. I guess I'm not winning this race, right? Because he's gonna do a lot of damage to me this turn. Attacking with everything. Weird game. I think we'll exile his graveyard. Although you can argue maybe I should have waited on this to try to get Grist in the graveyard and then exile with Endurance and like yeah, I guess I could have done that. You have another Bowmaster in hand. I just block Bowmaster here. Too annoying. If you have another one, you got another one. That'd be the third one in this top 10. Yeah, maybe I was supposed to not do what I just did. You have just another Bowmaster. Okay. He's got nothing in hand. Okay. So cycle Street Wraith, go to 1. I mean, how do I win this at this point? I just have to yeah, I guess I don't win this. Like, I guess I should have planned that better. Yeah, I should have killed Grist and then pitched Endurance, right? Because this guy. So I need to find, what are my outs? Cycle Riverwinder first, right? Because Grief doesn't help me at this point. I'm gonna die. I guess actually I'm dead anyway, right? Because the Cutthroat just had another fucking. Are you kidding me, dude? I guess he just now is cord. Okay. So what? I'm gonna go to 2, not 0. I get exactly Foundation Breaker, kill Soulless Jailer, wipe his board. Oh, I guess but the Cutthroat's the problem. Okay, I mean, maybe I'd have kept a bad hand here. Okay, so yeah, we went with a fair game. I think maybe I should just dug deeper. And I obviously had a way to kill Grist and then exile it, and I missed that line, so that was a mistake on me. Because Grist was the only way he was winning that game. All right, this is another shitty hand. Right, I have 1 Cycler, but I think we keep. I have answers to a lot of things. Looking for blue Cycler. That's not it. Red, black, blue. So I should do red, green, blue, red. I think this for a second. I don't know. I kept another hand with not enough cyclers, so maybe I fucked this up. We have answers to a lot of things. Okay, we can go Grist turn 2. I can Subtlety that. Or I could Subtlety this. Subtlety this. I have to pitch Shardless, and I set him back. So if I don't Subtlety this, he can get Grist on turn 3. So he can get Grist on turn 3 either way, but he'll have a Halfling in play. But does the Halfling in play even matter, right? I go turn 2, Subtlety Grist. And then we let this resolve. I wasn't suspicious at all. Okay, Ent is definitely better than nothing. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. We'll give away what I have, though, by doing this. I'm trying to think if I want to... I could get a basic forest here, and then play it. Or I can just play Stomping Ground tapped and pass. And then cycle for basic forest. I'm just trying to think. I have double green then, and I might need double blue. So I could also cycle for, like, green-blue. And then play it tapped, and then still play the island. Let's do that. Although I don't have Force in the deck, but I do have Subtlety, the hardcast. Actually, this is bad, though, into exactly... okay, no. Let's not overthink this. Let's just go Stomping Ground tapped. Okay. I'm going to pitch Shardless to that, I believe. The only downside... No, I need to end the graveyard. Let's not get too cute here. Right? It's not a very big living end. That's the downside here. I could also wait, though. Is there any reason to do this now? I don't think so, right? I can wait. I could go... Ent or cycle. Like, am I gonna go off yet with this few things? Probably not. Okay, let's get. I guess he could have Endurance though. So, but I have Subtlety for that. Maybe I should. No, I needed to do that. What do we want to get here? So green black. No, I need another blue source, so we need to do green blue. Sure. Grief is not that good here. Okay. So what are my options here? We can't go Force and we can't Grief here anyway. But we probably just want to play Island Go, and then potentially we're going to see what he does. I guess we're going to have to Force plus Subtlety something. We don't have a big enough graveyard yet. It's too risky to go now, I think. Okay, my options are, do not care about Grist. He creates a token. He goes +1, creates a token. I could also Subtlety Grist, but I can't Subtlety plus Force of Vigor, right? Because I would have to use the Shardless for Subtlety. And then, oh, what if we just hardcast Subtlety next turn? Do I care about this Grist on board? Like, what's he going to do? I only have 2 creatures. He's going to tick it up. I'm still going to be able to kill Grist. Yeah, I think this is fine. Next turn, we can hardcast Grief or Subtlety. Although I could have Subtletied it and then Griefed it away. Was that the better play? No, I can't because I need Force Vigor. Is there a world where I could wait a turn here? Probably not. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, well, now we just lose, right? Now I just hardcast Grief. Okay, so Void Mirror stops that, so now we know. But I don't know how I win this now. I don't have a lot of time. Grist will just kill my grief. I need a way to... I don't know. I'll take something from his hand. Yawgmoth in the graveyard's pretty bad, though. Take his cord, I guess. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'm just an idiot. All I needed to do there was just wait to hardcast Force of Vigor. Can we do this right? What the fuck? Oh, I don't have 2 black mana, so I can't even do this. God, I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, so I'd have to get another black source just to hardcast grief and take 2 damage. Oh man, I'm playing so poorly. Sorry. Yeah, we just blew this game. I already played a land this turn. All right, I'm just gonna concede. I don't know. I'm just like collapsing. Okay, sorry about that, guys. That was just a terrible game. I didn't realize Void Mirror counters all of that, so I don't know. I mean, yeah. Sorry about that. So definitely punted there. I could have just waited a turn. I mean, I wasn't in a great position, but I could have waited a turn, Force of Vigor the Void Mirror, and then probably still won. Okay, this hand's had Cyclers plus Ent. Doesn't have any Cascade spell, but I think we keep Preordain. Cool. Waterlogged Grove, Preordain is kind of a weird start. Is he like a combo deck? Oh, I think we're going to cycle an Architect now. I hit 11ing end or something. Shardless, which is good. My opponent's working on here. Okay, so okay. What are our options here, right? If I take the Blighted Agent, that's pretty bad, right? He can go turn 2. Can he kill me? So he would need to go scale up. Or just take scale up, maybe. Become Immenses. He'll be able to fill his graveyard, but he would need to delve a lot to be able to do that. So maybe I take Preordain. His hand's like kind of bad, but like if I take Blighted Agent, he gets the agent back, and then he can kill me the following turn, and I have Shardless, so I don't actually want to do that. So I just take Preordain. Let's see, he can go Blighted Agent plus like scale up plus something else, right? Because he'll be able to attack me on turn 3. This is a +4/+4. This is becoming a 6/4. So I think we have to take scale up, although it's like close. Maybe it's not that close. I'm just dumb, but if I take the creature, he gets the creature back, and then I'm just dead after I do go off. I could have taken Preordain, but he already had like pretty good stuff in there. I guess hit exactly a land. If he bricks, then he's gonna lose. Did brick. Good for me. If he didn't, he's just slow rolling to second main phase for no reason. Okay, double Ent. That's actually pretty good, right? Because we can go get blue mana. We can get a island with this, and then go double Ent, and then sorry, I'm just trying to think of the sequence here. So I think we go Ent first, and we can get I don't want to have to shock next turn. So I want to be able to get a basic next turn. So we can go blue, green, no, blue, black, and then get forest next turn. Oh, we can't get blue, black. So we'll cycle this now. Green, black is what we should get. And then an island next turn. That's what I was trying to say. Oh, actually, no, actually I messed this up. We have to use both mana this turn. So we get a forest. Yeah, I guess we didn't need to do this right now. Play Misty. Oh, everything's a forest anyway. I didn't even need to get a forest. I don't even need to crack this, but I do need, yeah. He could have like some permission, I guess, but I don't really play around. I guess I don't need to crack this, right? Because this is now green, blue, red, and then I can go green, blue. Yeah. I don't know. Another black source, I guess. The red source. Oh, grief's cool. I think we just jam and pray. I mean, he could be playing permission main deck, but I kind of doubt it. Luster Storm. Okay. All right. Against Infect, which is probably not going to be in my sideboard guide, but let me look. I'm thinking what I probably want. I have no idea what he's going to sideboard in. I guess Dispute's pretty good. Well, that thing was like blue and green. Is he going to bring in Endurance, maybe? That Leyline of Sanctity sort of game plan? Or I think we just go Subtleties to tempo him out. And then, do I want Foundation Breaker? I don't know what he's going to bring in, though. I have no idea what these decks play. Maybe like 1. What do we want less of? So Trim on Waker, Trim on Architect. Is Force of Negation good in this? It doesn't seem like it would be. Like, they have all their spells basically do the same thing. But like, I could get got by like some stupid like graveyard hate. I only have 1 Foundation Breaker, but I have Dispute. Let's cut another, go 1 less Waker, and then let's go another Foundation Breaker. Again, I have no idea what my opponent's on, so maybe Dispute's not good, but he does have like creatures that I thought I could Dispute. Not the worst play. But then they get in the graveyard. Okay, we have Dispute, we have Shardless, we have 2 Street Wraith. Does it keep? Okay, there is indeed his creature. I can't dispute that. So I could top deck, find a Subtlety, and grief it next turn. So we found another Shardless. Okay, thing. We're probably gonna grief him. So Mutagenic Growth. Let's see how much he can do next turn. So he could do. I could be dead by turn 3 if I don't this right, because he go 4/4. He also goes second Glistener Elf. No, I guess I lose to Spell Pierce though, right? Like, how am I gonna win this? Maybe Dispute was bad. Like, I put Elf in the graveyard. I can just chump it, so it's like not that big deal. But the problem is like he can go 4 next turn, 5 next turn, and then the following turn mutagenic growth. Or alternatively, he can go Glistener Elf turn 2, and then am I dead on turn 3? I can not dispute anything. But do I have to take Spell Pierce? But I think if I take Spell Pierce, I'm just dead, right? Like he goes turn 2 Glistener Elf, and then he plays mutagenic growth plus vines, and that's 3 plus 5, 8. But he'll do another couple. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd take Spell Pierce and just try to win. I don't know. It's just maybe I'm dead. And then do I shock in? I don't think my life total matters at all, right? Because the infect damage. All right, let's see if we'll just die here. That's how he draws. It'd just be dead. It'd just be dead. He's just gonna go right for it. Play a blue spell. Play a blue spell. Play a blue spell. Yep. Maybe I did my math wrong. I'm just dead now. I think so though. What is he holding up? Do you have like Bowmasters in his deck or something? Okay. We want to get maybe a red blue. Yeah, red blue seems good. I'm just dead. So he has Elf, Vines, and Misty in hand, or did he already play the Misty? Elf, Vines, Mystery card, I think. What the fuck? I just think he's dead. Draw another land there. Trying to find lethal. We fix my lands again. No, I should maybe try to find another Spell Pierce. At least I get a blocker though. Shardless. Or I'm just dead right now. Sure. I don't have any plays right. I don't need to crack this. But Subtlety is good actually, I think. I'm just gonna get back a Grief and a Street Wraith. I think Subtlety is next threat. If you could have Endurance here. Seems unlikely though. I don't have the win right now. Alright, okay, so I need to get rid of Rat Priest. Glistener Elf. I can Subtlety, Glistener Elf. Even that good of a play though. So I think I definitely need to put Rat Priest in the graveyard. In a world where I'm going to that stay. Okay, so we know there's an elf in there. He gets royal treatment. So let's just think, if we Subtlety this, he plays it again next turn. Oh, I think I just Subtlety pitch Shardless is actually fine. And then we just hold up Dispute. Here, use Vines. And get with it. Top their library with Subtlety, okay. You have another creature. Okay, he's just giving up. Okay, Infect. Weird matchup, but we got there. All right, on to game 3, or game 4. Okay, I am back for round 4. Or 2-1. This hand. So we have 1 land, 2 lands. We have a few cyclers. I think it's a keep. Game 1. I think we'll cycle Street Wraith first. Ooh, opponent's doing something. Yawgmoth again? Yawkers. Okay, I think we'll cycle Street Wraith first. Better have Street Wraith or Architects in the graveyard. Probably Street Wraith. We draw though. Okay, let's cycle Street Wraith. If we draw another land or Grief, draw a Troll, which I think it's sequencing here. Sequencing. So we go Otawara turn 1, and then put Troll in the graveyard, get green, black, and then, I don't know, blue, black, red, green. Now that doesn't cast everything. Also try to dig deeper, like what are we actually digging for? We probably just want to put the big guys in the graveyard. So could also just go Curator, cycle Curator in case we hit a land, and then we do, I guess the downside with cycling Curator is if we hit exactly like Waker, and then I think we're likely turn 2 to just go Land Cycler, A1, Land Cycler again. So we want to try to dig for Grief though. He's got the thing with the stuff. So I think we just play Otawara, cycle Curator for Grief. Okay, we're getting Outburst. This will get us green blue, and this will get us like red black, probably. That's kind of annoying. Like turn 2 Blood Arts. I guess against Living End it's good though. Force is pretty bad. We're taking a lot of damage here, which might be a concern. Okay, there's the Grief. What do I take? Grist? Grist in the graveyard isn't amazing, right? Because he gets it back. Maybe I just wait till next turn. If he gets a Grist on board, can't force it, right? On the stack, he's a creature. We don't want to put Yawgmoth in the graveyard. I don't think griefing him at this point is that effective. Okay, so let's go with then Ent first. Get green, get red, green. No. Sorry, I gotta think about this for a second. Let's not fuck this up. Let's go Ent first. No, I think I need to do Troll, right? Because I need to get green, what did I say? Green, black, and then, no, red, black, and then green, blue. Or just green. Let's go red, black. Go Blood Crypt. I think the downside griefing here is like, what am I actually going to take? I don't want to put Grist in the graveyard. I don't want to put like any creatures in the graveyard, really. Right, so we can't force this, I think. Yeah, okay. I mean, he'll gain some life and I'll lose some life, but I don't think I care that much about that. With the life total, I think I just want to get a basic here. We indeed do have a lot of options here. So we could grief. The risk is if he has exactly Yawgmoth, I put Yawgmoth in the yard, and that's like so bad. We could wait until he has Yawgmoth on the stack and then do it, but then we don't take what he has. Like, what's he most likely to get next turn? He's either going to Chord and I have Force, or he's going to yeah, like I don't know. I think the disaster is if I grief, like really I give him any creature back. So he already put Hierarch in the graveyard. Like he's gonna get I think we have to wait here. Go Outburst. Oh no, the forces are so bad this matchup. Good lord. I guess I give him the chance to Cord. No, I don't care about Cord at this point. I could go now, and then he has a chance to resolve Yawgmoth. Not good. He puts Bowmaster in the graveyard too. That's like really good actually. How annoying. Okay, he's gonna Cord. Sure. Okay, buddy. Good luck. If we hit one more land, we can hardcast Grief next turn. Might just have to gain life though. He still has like a yeah. That's actually crazy that he milled 2 creatures in a row. Like that's actually so good for him. Thing is, I have Swamp Walk. I can Outburst again to kill the Curator. It's not that good. I got Outburst again to exactly kill him. Can I get lethal though? I'm gonna die on the Crackback. So he can't block the Curator at all. He can't block the Street Wraith. He can block with everything on Troll. So we attack everything at him. I can do 5 plus 8. And we probably want to grief him first, right? Take whatever crap he's got in hand. All right, let's just think about this for a second, right? Yeah, I think we're gonna grief him first. And go Grist again. So I think we would need to take Yawgmoth here. Straightforward. Okay, so if we attack everything at him, we can do 5 plus 6 plus 4 plus 7. 11 plus 11 is lethal, but he can still block. But he'd have to trade his entire board. And if he does block, we have Yawgmoth in the graveyard, so we can't do anything at that point. But we can gain 3 life. He's going to kill us with just Grist and these creatures on board. Each opponent loses a life equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard, so I would lose 1 too. So I could also sacrifice a creature. He has another Grist, so you could do it twice. Let me think about this for a second. I think I just attack everything at face, and then I can gain life with a food token. That's what we do here. It's sloppy though. I guess I could just cast Shardless too to block. Like I'm just trying to figure out how I die. He doesn't block at all. He loses. If he blocks like that, does he go to 1? So 6 plus 3 is 9. 6 plus 3 is 9. 6 plus 3 is 9. Plus 4 is 13. Okay, so Outburst will not kill him. Should I not have blocked with Ent or something? I think I had it offer lethal. Is that 8? So he'd have to do a lot of damage to me. 2 plus 3. I don't think he can do that much. I mean, he can Grist and then Grist, but each opponent loses life. I'm only going to lose 2 life. I think I'm okay. Be wrong? Be wrong here? I think I did this correctly. I think I need the food token to gain life. So he has Halfling plus Grist. You'd have to draw like Cord for Yawgmoth maybe. Am I dead? I think so though. I mean, it could be wrong, could be dead. Be a line I don't see. I think Cord for Yawg is like the only thing that kills me. Let's plan here. Can't block the Troll. Do this. This makes more sense. Oh. Pay 1 life, sacrifice a creature. So he can fill his graveyard with stuff. Okay, so he drew exactly Eldritch Evolution, which was one of his outs. Now, if I Outburst right now, and then he'll get a Yawgmoth back anyway. What did he sacrifice? Oh, the Bowmaster. Okay. Right, because he can sack a creature, pay 1 life, draw a card. Can he kill me, though? He would have to sack 2 creatures. Still don't think he can kill me. Right, because if I crack this food token right now, and how does he kill me? Oh, maybe he gets Shieldred? Oh, that's probably what he's getting, huh? No, okay, got Yawgmoth. Okay. Does he have me dead? I don't think he does. You'd have to wait to kill both of these. So kills Troll, but he still can't deal with Street Wraith. But I wouldn't have lethal then, I guess. But you have to chump with Yawgmoth. Okay, what was your plan? Flash and Endurance, and then Grist. I don't think he has a way to win this. Could be wrong. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He needs to get a way to have 5, so he can sacrifice his creature, but with Grist, but he can't do that. He needs a way to do 6 damage to me, but really he needs to do 9 damage to me. Yeah, that was fun. Cool. I guess he didn't do the math with the food token. I didn't think he had a way out, but... Okay, against Yawgmoth again, so what did we bring in? Subtleties. We brought in Endurance, and then I think a couple Foundation Breakers, 1 Force of Vigor maybe. And we cut Force Negation because it's awful in this matchup. I think we went a little lower in here, a little lower in here. Maybe see what else we should do. Okay, something like this. So we got some Artifact Hate, we got our Subtleties in. Again, this is one where I think Menino Ne wanted this hand doable. Like, I don't know. This is like, I feel like this is, but this is kind of like the last one. Like, if I don't have Artifact Hate answers, then I'm screwed. But I have Subtlety, and I have Cyclers, and I got something. Come on, dude. Okay, we're going fair game plan. Oh, okay, I guess he just has everything. I care that much about Yawgmoth, though. We're just gonna hardcast Shardless. I don't love having to shock this much, but I think we have to do this, right? What else are we gonna find? Architect's pretty bad, so find a Grief. Find an Endurance. Can't cast with this mana currently. I'm screwed. What does he just have? He probably just has all the other hate, too. Okay, Wall of Roots. We could Subtlety Wall of Roots. I don't think that's a winning line, though. For the longer game. Hopefully his hand is non-functional. But unfortunately, I'm gonna... 1/1 Yawgmoth. It's actually not that bad. Okay, Outburst. Notably, we can... No, we can't wipe this board. So, what do we do now? Like, Troll or something, and then just play it tapped? Troll for green-blue? Or, sorry, we need a black. God, why so much black mana? I'm getting punished. So we need a green source. So we get black-blue. Or green-black, sorry. Yeah, green-black. Fortunately, that doesn't cast Endurance, but, like, we're stuck with this, so it is what it is. We're getting punished by our mana base. Our own greed. Our own hubris. Hubris, as it were. How do we win this? Goes Grist. Goes Grist, I Subtlety it. And then what do we do? Play Shardless. He does the same thing next turn, probably. Buy us some time. Oh, we bottoms Grist, so we must have another one. If we put Grist in the graveyard, then or Yawgmoth, then we're just playing fair game plan forever. Although we do have Endurance, so maybe not. But we're also one turn away from... I think I should just stop him from doing anything. I think we will put Grist in the graveyard. Punish him for his greed. Rest him. I do have Endurance, so it's not like the end of the world. Can't cast it yet. You know how it is. Okay, so he has Endurance, Grist, Chord of Calling. So Chord can get him... There's no land right now, but he could play Grist again next turn. Chord can get him X or less, so he go 1, 2... I mean, Endurance is annoying too. I just take Grist. I take the Chord. I guess he can get a Yawgmoth, but... And do I jam Shardless here or not? Stops his Yawgmoth from attacking. I mean, it doesn't really, because I can block with it, but not the worst. Buy me some time. I don't know, maybe this like was stupid. I could use this. I could thin at this point and say I'm not about the combo life anymore. But I only have 3 living ends in the deck anyway, so I'm just gonna jam Shardless as a 2/2. Maybe that wasn't correct to take Risk, but I think it was. Now he can Chord for how much? His Endurance too. And he can Endurance me. That's a little annoying. I could take an Endurance, but I don't think that's right. I don't think it's right to give him Grist. Like, I just buy myself some time here. It is indeed some time. Okay, we are on the move. Be expected. Okay. Do I want to get an island or... Oh, no, I need to get a forest here. It's fine. Sure. He has Chord up. Get something else too. Oh, he's just going to natty draw Yawgmoth. That's pretty cool. All right, we'll get rid of his Young Wolf, though, as soon as he sacks it. So he can sack Young Wolf. Let's think about this. So if I block, right, he could sack 2 creatures, sack Young Wolf, put a -1/-1, and then he could sack Wall of Roots. Is it more important to get this Endurance off the board, or is it more important to deal? How do I win this game? Right, he has an Undying Creature, which is kind of scary, but he doesn't yet have his combo. I think I'm okay with him like sacking his board here. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me find something though. This is loose. I don't know how I win this. He just natty drew Yawgmoth, which is pretty handy to do. Yep. Maybe am I dead? I don't think I am. I'm fine with this outcome, honestly. Maybe I'm wrong. Like, I don't know. Get Foundation Breaker and then, like, win. Stacking his whole board to do this. Oh, because he can just do the loop with Young Wolf. Oh, is that the game then? No. You can draw unlimited cards, though. I guess I messed this up. I forgot he could do this. I should have just held up Endurance, I guess. God damn. Okay, well, this game's over. I need an answer, like, right now. Yeah, that is not an answer. This is his combo. He can just do unlimited. He can draw a lot of cards right now. Okay, did I play this poorly? Maybe. I don't know. I think maybe I'm not keeping the right hands. I just also think this matchup's maybe not great, but I could be wrong. And I don't have Force, so I have literally 3 cards that can deal with Chalice. 1, 0. And him natty drawing that Yawgmoth was annoying. I guess he had the Chord, though, but that was like the best draws he probably could have had. Now it's over. Yeah, I guess I had to wait with the Endurance, but like I'm not winning this. I mean, like, you know what I mean? He had Chalice. He had the hate card. And I tried to play through it, but I thought it was a good line to do what I did. Like, I got rid of his like 1 play, and he just top deck Yawgmoth. So I think that was correct. Maybe the only thing I wasn't sure about was keeping this hand. Like, this hand is too bad, and I just needed to keep like a better hand. I just don't know. I feel so like I don't know how to win this matchup. Maybe this is a matchup where just like Leyline of the Void is better. I guess I need to just wait for him to start sacking the Young Wolf and then play the Endurance and take the 3. That must have been the correct play. Then he wouldn't have gotten a Young Wolf, but he could still draw on 2 more cards. Yeah, let's try this again. Again, this is, I think, why Minune is playing, is it Damping Sphere? Or, I don't know, one of those things that turns off activated abilities because of, like, this matchup. And if it's, like, everywhere. Okay, I think I keep this, right? I have Grief turn 1, plus Architects, plus Subtlety. The question is, do I want to Grief first, or do I want to cycle Architects to try to... Oh, I can't cycle Architects with this hand, with this right now. So we are going to Grief first, and then get an Ent. We're going to try to take Chalice if he's got it. But take the Halfling, I guess. His hand does basically nothing. So I can get green-blue, and then start cycling. If he doesn't draw into anything good. I try cycle Rewinder now. I need to find a red source, but would I find that would be a reason to cycle now? Oh, maybe this is not necessary. Oh, we don't have mana. I have a chance to fetch. I could have gotten a red-green. Oh, maybe I should have done that. Gotten a red. No, I need the blue source to cycle things. Okay. It is what it is, as they say. We're doing okay, though. Doing okay. As long as he didn't just top deck like something insane. Welp. We might still be able to combo through it. We need to draw a red land. Red source, red source, red source. Brief him, take. Problem is, whatever I take, he's going to get it back. So no, we don't do that. Cycle Architects. We cycle. We just play the tomb first. We play the tomb. He's going to know what I have. What do we do? So what's he going to do next turn? He's going to play Grist. I will Subtlety it. No, but I need the Cycler. I can't Subtlety Grist. So he's going to resolve a Grist, and he's going to have a Soul Cauldron in play, which is like very bad for me. So I don't know what I do here. Put Grist in the graveyard. That's not a winning plan. I think I have to Subtlety Grist, but then I get rid of this thing. So, oh man, that was such a good top deck by him. Really brutal. Really brutal. So let's see. He resolves Grist. Is there any world I can win if he resolves Grist? Right. Either way, he's gonna get Soul Cauldron back. I don't know. I need to find a red source. So I guess we just try to find a red source. Gotta dig. Maximum punished. Okay, how are we gonna win this? I guess we gotta go fair game plan for a little while he just kills everything with Soul Cauldron. I don't know how I win this. Oh wait, I can draw another land. We can do this. Red source. Hardcast Grief, put Yawgmoth in the graveyard. That commits me to... And he fucking put a Bowmaster in the graveyard. That basically commits me to... No, so I think I have to Subtlety Yawgmoth. No, it's not good. It's not good. Subtlety Yawgmoth. I don't know, it's just tricky, man. I need top deck Soul Cauldron and kill me. Think around Subtlety? Dude, no fucking way. Cast your fucking cards. It's gonna be a long game. Let's see if he topped or bottom in. He bottomed it. Sure. I am... Let's see, if I block here... Kill... I guess I'm dead to Grist Ultimate, so I should just save my... He already ticked up Grist, right? Yeah. Okay, let's think about this for a second. So we can attack Grist down to 2, and then Outburst, but he's going to Yawgmoth next turn. Probably fine. Or we could try to... No, we can't take... man, I'm short in time, too. Okay, if I do this now, give him a chance to untap. I only have... Oh, no, I'm just going to do it now. I don't have that big a graveyard is the problem. Still get Yawgmoth down. Still have Grist. He has to kill Grist. I don't know. I only have like 3 minutes left on the clock. It's not a very big living end. He has to kill Grist to... His fucking Bowmaster's back, dude. Okay. So, last. First. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose this just because my slow playing. I kind of didn't know what to do. Soul Cauldron is just so brutal. Like, we can kill Grist and then he can just make everything a Grist, so that's not a great plan. Maybe attacking Grist. No, I couldn't have him done the minuses, but I think I'm like dead. No, I don't see how I'm not dead. I have 3 life somehow. Yep. Maybe I should have given him Dryad. Yeah, maybe Dryad was better to give him first. It would have given me the chance to Outburst again. Yeah, that was a punt, actually. Why did I do that? I could have Outbursted again and just gotten Subtlety back or something. Oh, he milled Dryad anyway? I mean, I don't see how I win this in 2 minutes. I have to somehow deal with this board and deal a bunch of damage. Yeah, it looks like we're just going to lose to Yawgmoth twice. Kind of annoying. But it's just so hard to beat Soul Cauldron plus, like, all this other shit. How the fuck am I supposed to beat this? Otawara Grist back to hand? What does that accomplish? Nothing? Otawara Soul Cauldron? Kill Grist? Then he replays Soul Cauldron? I don't know what I do here. Yeah, I just don't think I can win. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to win this? Otawara the Chalice? Kill Grist, step 1. And then Otawara Soul Cauldron, and then he just does the same thing next turn. Oh, I guess I didn't see that line. It doesn't really matter that much, though. I mean, I can't win this. Like, who are we getting? I'd have to make a mistake here. Also, I think I should have talked with both Street Wraiths, I guess, but then I would die. I'd just be dead now, actually. Maybe he'll start killing my other creatures here. Or he just has Cord. Yeah, I should have given him Dryad first. That was definitely a mistake, because then I could have Outbursted again here. I could have Otawara'd and then Outbursted. And I don't know. If I had more time, I could maybe win this. I don't think so, though. Yeah, if I had more time, I think I could maybe win. I know, it's just so hard. Like, I mean, he top decked exactly what he needed. Soul Cauldron, and I didn't. So I didn't top deck the red source when I needed to, when I had the window to go off. Oh, he just has the mana to replay it? Oh, I thought he tapped out. Okay. Doesn't have an undying creature, but he can sack all 3. Okay, close game. I thought he would be short on mana, but I guess he just had another land to play, so he ended up getting it anyway. I mean, that's fine. Just sack those 2 creatures. Okay, well, sorry, I'm trying to play this tight, but you know, this is a matchup I'm just not exactly sure how to approach it. I think in this one, like, I had a good hand, and he just top decked Soul Cauldron when he needed it, realistically. So, and I think maybe this is an example of why you should play Leyline the Void over Endurance, because Endurance is like pretty bad in this matchup, and Leyline like shuts off everything he's doing. I think we had both losses to Yawgmoth, like 1-2s in like hard fought games. So I think maybe that's a reason to just play Leyline and just turn off a bunch of shit that he's trying to do. I don't know. Soul Cauldron's good against us. Like Grist is good. I'm not exactly sure how to deal with it, but hopefully we can get to 3-2 here. No guarantee. Or if we play Yawgmoth again, then I don't know. Okay, we have one lander. We do have Grief, but we don't have anything else. Oh no, we do have Architects here. I think we keep this. We have a couple Ents to hit our land drops, and we have Shardless. I think we just Grief turn 1, see what my opponent's on. So we can get red, green, and then green. Or sorry, probably blue, green. And we already have blue, green. We get green, black, and then red, green. Yeah, Subtlety, something. I'll just put Ragman in the yard, honestly. A command doesn't do anything. Spyro doesn't do anything. I just have to make sure I get the right land. So we want to get green, black, and then red, green. I don't have too many green sources, but that's what we have with, and we'll be able to cast everything. This opponent is just on scam, just without Fury these days. But he could have Dothy. It's not that big deal because I'm on the play. We want to get red, green, and then I guess we get green, blue. Might be more useful. Yeah, red, green, and green, blue. For that reason. Other thing we could do is just get a. I think we want to get green, blue for Force Negation. Although I don't know what he would have that would really matter. He has Fatal Push, but he won't be able to Fatal Push anything. Well, you Fatal Push Grief, I guess, but I'll take his stuff, so I don't care. Just take Shieldred or whatever, or Fatal Push. I care about life total. I guess I'll get both, right? I can get green, blue. I just get a forest, and we got that anyway. I think we'll just save the life total here. A lot of end triggers. We'll probably just take Fatal Push. All right. So Scam, not a matchup I was expecting to keep seeing, but here we are. So let's get the Leylines in here. Let's get the Subtleties in here. Before he used to sideboard everything in against Scam. I don't know if that's still the case. I think without Fury, I don't know that I care that much about Endurance. Like, maybe I just do the forces and then just say, who cares about Endurance? Like, what are you going to put in your graveyard that I care about? It's not like that before where they used to have, like, Furies and stuff. I could be wrong. I guess Endurance helps to deal with Dothy. Force Negation's definitely coming out. Let me see. Oh, I think Grief's come out, too. Let's get a Foundation Breaker back in here. All right, I'm going to bring in 2 Endurances. I think Leyline might be better, though. I was all about Endurance at the beginning of the league, and then you just keep playing Yawgmoth with Endurance, and you're like, man, I wish this was a Leyline. Yeah, we have Foundation Breaker. We have Architect, Foundation Breaker. I think we keep this. If he goes Chalice, okay, perfect. I love when that happens. You scam me, bro. Take both my Foundation Breakers. I guess that'd be really sad. But then you just had the nuts, kept 7, and scam me. Not the scam. Cycle Street Wraith to find a Subtlety. I don't think I care about this that much, though. Did not find Subtlety. Perfect timing. Leyline of Sanctity, just where we want it. All right. So we want to get blue for sure. Blue. Maybe just get an island. That's too dicey though, because then if we draw Outburst, we don't have a red source. We don't have Grief. So what would be a reason to cycle now? Probably don't have one. We have blue, green. So we probably need what, like red, blue, and we'll cycle Architects. Fortunately, I don't want to have to take a lot of damage, but I think I need to. I need to make sure I have Outburst mana. Oh, we can also not cycle yet. That's probably a better idea, huh? Would also solve our taking damage issue. Exile's a living end. Fine. Okay. Not the correct time to do that, but okay. We are in a little danger if we don't fall into something useful. Destroy Leyline of the Void, and then what are we going to do, though? We're still going to be taking all this damage. I don't really have a lot of options here. I could try to cycle Riverwinder. I can still wipe his board, so there's an argument to just, like, start cycling. I can cycle Riverwinder. But if we don't kill this Leyline, how are we going to win this game? Keep taking these hits from Ragavan. I think that's fine, though. He doesn't even have a second land. Deal with Leyline now. Just pray. Yeah, let's see if we can live. Survive. Of course, we're going to take more damage from this, which is kind of bad for us, but this I have a lot of time. Shardless Agent. Agent of the Shardless. We have to cycle here. How do we... So we wait till the end of his turn to cycle. I play land, pass, cycle, and then just to save the damage, play Otawara. Right? I'm just trying to think if there's any difference if I do this now. Play Otawara. I gotta do it after attacks or else I'm gonna take more damage because he's gonna pump the token. I'm probably dead. Troll. Almost certainly dead. Just couldn't. He can go like Undying on Bowmaster and probably kill me. I can cycle. What happens if he does this thing? He should take a actually, I don't care what a Riverwinder, put it in my graveyard. Like, I don't think that's what you want to do. Whatever you want to do, man, dude. Foundation Breaker in the graveyard. Do you have Chalice now? Oh, I guess if I draw land, I could live. Do you think I'm gonna do that? Going for the win here. You have second Bowmaster? You sure do. Oh, there's a Shardless actually. We'll win the game. Quickly. He just says Bolt. I'll just be sad. Big money, no whammies, Grief. We would like a Grief, please. I mean, if he just has Bolt, he has Bolt, and I just lose. I still needed to do that. I guess I didn't need to cycle this. No, I would have taken more damage. Oh, can't cycle again. Okay, I'm dead Bolt still. what it is. Gave it a shot. Gave it the college try. I've played Gemstone there and then cycled Architects into something. Maybe like a Subtlety or something. You just have Bolt. I'll just be Sag. Master again. Or like chump, catch me slipping. Or cast Street Wraith. Buy it for $1. Actually, Architects might be better there. So I have 10. What does he have? Like Terminate maybe? We just attack with everything. Could just be slow rolling it, but I think he is. Okay. All right, so we got the 3-2. I'm pretty sure we lost twice to Yawgmoth. I'd have to double check though. Because I don't actually remember. This league was way too long. Sorry about the slow play. I'm just like, not that familiar with the deck. What I think overall, so I do think that maybe I just want 3 Leyline of the Voids here instead of Endurances right now for the meta. I don't know. Is Leyline of the Void good against Yawgmoth? I think so. I think it's turning off a lot of what they're trying to do. Obviously, they have answers to it, but like Boseiju, they have like other stuff, but like it does seem to turn off a lot. And like Endurance seems kind of bad against Yawgmoth. Obviously, I mistimed it, but like it was just kind of like, I don't know. That's the only thing I'm uncertain about. Like maybe this should just be 3 Leylines of the Voids, and then like the rest of the list is fine. Of course, we didn't play that many different matchups, so it's like kind of hard to say. Gemstone Caverns won this game. Wait, did we lose that game? I don't. Oh, that was like the really weird one, but it was it was good when we saw it. Like I didn't think it hurt me too much drawing it, and it was good when it showed up in the opener. So the rest of the list, fine. Again, I just got to figure out the Yawgmoth matchup, which I'm sure like you can comment on this, like if you're a better living end player or like play the matchup more on like what I'm supposed to do. I know Menino Ne has like some, not Damping Sphere, it's another card, but so some other stuff in the sideboard specifically for that matchup because he thinks it's so bad. Or maybe he doesn't think it's bad, but he just wants some help with it. So yeah. Leyline of Sanctity is kind of, I drew it, kind of sucked. I don't know if it's actually necessary. I think against Burn it probably is. I don't know how else I think Burn is probably a rough matchup without this, but on the other hand, like without Scam, I'm less certain about like how good Leyline of Sanctity is right now. And also like I don't know how much Endurance is really in the meta currently. I guess Rhino still plays it maybe. But it seems to be, yeah. So I think maybe just Leyline of the Void is the move instead of Endurance. That's the only change I'd make to the list. Other than that, I know it felt great. Obviously only 3-2, but we had kind of tough, close matches that we lost. So anyway, if you enjoy this kind of content, you can subscribe. You can, check out my other videos, mostly Domain Zoo, but I do have, like I said, a few other Living End videos. So let me know in the comments if you would have played anything differently, and thanks for watching.